Welcome to the Lucidist podcast, where I explore everything because I believe everything is connected to everything else. I also believe in the infinite, unbounded potential within each of us. Today is probably going to be my shortest podcast. One, because I'm rushing out the door to get to work. And two, because so little needs to be said about this. How do you make the best altar? First thing, I want to tell you after years. Yeah, I've been over, I guess it's been almost 20 years now that I've had some kind of altar wherever I've been. And I realized something in the last few months. My altar, when my altar needs to be pruned or rinsed or cleaned or dismantled and put together, blah, 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 because an altar is alive and constantly is changing and needing to change. My altar now tells me what's going on energetically in ways that I can't see in the physical realm. So I often understand after I put the altar together and I step back, I go, oh, that's what's going on. And sometimes it's like a broad forest picture where I'm like, oh, I can see the forest. Wow. Sometimes it's very specific and it's me and I'm like, oh, this is what's going on with me. Whether I realize the direction I'm being pushed or pulled or forced or cajoled or whatever it is. So an altar is alive. That is the number one thing. And that is the only thing you need to know to create the most amazing altar for yourself and your ancestors. And for whatever reason you're doing it, an altar is alive. The second you place your awareness, your heart, your intention upon the spot, I don't care. My altars sometimes have been no bigger than a fist. I mean, it's all the space I had. I've had other altars where I remember there was a time where I probably had 6 feet by 6 feet. Doesn't matter the size. But when you place your heart, your attention, your awareness, the most powerful thing you own, when you place your awareness there, as a place where I'm creating the energy of an altar here, a space of, I don't even want to put words to it because that doesn't matter. Your altar is alive. It's the most important thing you need to remember. When you put it there, whatever you put there is alive with the energy of your life, of your awareness, of your journey. There are times when things need to be placed there. What are those things? Anything. I remember there was a morning I woke up and there was like this mostly dead moth that was in my house, and it was like, put that on your altar. So I carry this mostly dead moth and set it on my altar. And it was there for weeks and weeks and I don't know, maybe months. It was there for a long, long time. And then there was a day when it was like, okay, it's time for the moth to go away. Anything. I found a coin in a parking lot. I was having a thought about, this was actually recent, and I picked up the coin and I was like, oh, this has a place on my altar. It has no significance other than this physical representation is now going to serve as a holding place for the energetic representation. I swear altars are for, I know they're supposed, people talk about them like we're giving to, that which is unseen or whatever. But I think half the time I feel like the unseen is coming through it saying, hey, we have something to tell you. We have something to give you. We have something for you to do. We have something that we're going to take away from you. I'm not sure, honestly, what altars are, other than they're alive, they're powerful. And that is the thing you need to remember, is when you put it together, I think the number one thing people do wrong, this is what you don't do. It's not static. You put it together, it might last for a day, maybe it'll last for a few months. That's a big stretch. Your life has probably changed in a few months. Even it maybe not in the physical realm, but energetically, in a few months, you probably are in a different cycle. And the altar should represent your changing life. I mean, you're having a communication with the energetic realm, or the beyond the energetic realm even. And the physical representation of your altar is is that conversation. So don't put something there and decide it should always be there and always stay. Nothing. It doesn't matter how valuable or precious or priceless. There are times there were things that my dad's yellow golf ball, it was there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And then it was probably about 6 months ago, and it was just like, it was time to take it off. And I was so sad. I was just like, oh, I not really want to. But I knew it was like, it's time for this to go. I didn't discard it. It just goes in a box. There'll probably be a day where it comes back. Your altar is alive. Don't question what goes on. Don't question what goes off. You're having a conversation with the energetic and even beyond the energetic realms. Let it be a conversation. If you just dictate your will and like, this is going on my altar and it's staying on there and it's been there for 75 years and I'm never taking it off. That's an interesting conversation. My life that's not my journey. My altar tends to be very fluid, meaning sometimes things stay, but I have to take it. I just know when it's time. You'll begin to understand. You're starting a relationship with this altar, with the more than physical realm, with the energetic and beyond energetic realms. You'll learn how to understand the speech. And there are times it's like, take it all off, oil the table, wash everything, and then see what comes back. Oftentimes, everything comes back on, but it's in a different place, it's in a different space, they have different relationships, they're in different, I don't even know, but and then when I go, oh yeah, this is changing. Like I can see how this relationship and this relationship and this relationship. And so, how do you make the very best altar? With your awareness. Go to a place, any size. I am going to put my altar here with your awareness, with the greatest gift you have. Then ask, what should I put here? What do I want to put here is a different question. What needs to be here? What needs to be here to represent this? And you need to do that often. You need to do that often. That's it. Checking in with the altar is a good idea because, again, it's a conversation and you'll be like, oh, it's time. Here's the other thing. Don't look at any pictures. Oftentimes, I have had things where things wanted to be stacked. Like that shouldn't normally stack. I'm like trying to balance these things on each other. I've had things that are like balancing upon each other because they're leaning against each other. I don't question anymore. It's just like, no, these two need a touch in this way. Get them to balance. Wow, okay, I didn't even know they could do that. Perfect. Okay, moving over here. Try to have a conversation with yourself in your journey and the energies that are in your life. And don't worry what anyone else is doing. Just remember it's alive. If you're alive, it's alive. As your awareness, your consciousness, your energies change, it too will want to change with you. It will want to continue having a conversation with you. So, how to make the very best altar? Awareness and care. It's alive. Take care of it. That's it. All done.